Hey everybody, I'm just checking in here to kind of give an update, make sure people know what to expect, and just kind of keep everyone up to date with stuff. So hopefully you are near completing chapter 1, right? And then getting ready to start chapter 2. So chapter 2 has been posted here. It's all ready to go for you. Notice that there's another discussion at the end of that chapter. It'll help you kind of get used to, hopefully pick up some tips about being in an online class. Online math class can be very challenging. So any tips you can bring that you can learn from your fellow students, or anything they can learn from you, or connections that can be made so people can study together, these are all fantastic. So another chance to kind of get ready for the upcoming exam. So I just want to make sure everybody knows the upcoming exam will be after chapter 4. So that may seem very far off right now. You're about to start chapter 2. Chapter 3 is one of the more challenging chapters in the course, and then we have chapter 4, which just so everyone knows is a short chapter. There's only 4 sections from there, and we actually don't go super deep with it, not the way we do like in chapter 2. Chapter 2 is a very deep chapter. There's a lot of details. There's a lot going on. Some of those sections have a huge amount of work, so it can be kind of intimidating. So just so you know, we don't have an exact date yet. I will let you know as we get closer what the procedure is going to be for the exam. There's a couple of things we have to do to make sure that things are being done in a, that I can defend that, I was trying to maintain a honorable and reasonable class and all that kind of stuff. So I'll explain as that gets closer. It won't be that bad. Right, people are very agreeable with the way I do online exams, so I don't expect that to be an issue. But we don't need to talk about it yet. I'll update you as we get closer here, maybe right when we start chapter 4, because then you'll be getting ready for the test at the end of chapter 4. So but don't worry about that. Just kind of know as we approach the end of chapter 4. That's when the test is going to, start approaching. So, doing things like getting ready, studying maybe near the end of chapter 3 or in the middle of chapter 3, going back and looking over material, it's in the future, but you start thinking about that kind of stuff, about how you want to manage that. So exam at the end of chapter 4. Chapter 3 is a very challenging chapter. We're not there yet. We're still working on chapter 2. And chapter, so if you have any questions or concerns, please get a hold of me. I am going to start having, I have an iPad I can carry around and do Zoom meetings in, because I have office hours on 2 different campuses. But I'm also at the mercy of the Wi-Fi's on those campuses for the iPad. So during those on-ground office hours, you're welcome to come to those on-ground office hours. If you show up there and say, oh, I'm in your online class, that's totally fine. I'm absolutely happy to help you if you show up in person. But of course, if you signed up for an online class, you're probably not planning to go to campus too much. So you can also use Zoom to interact with me during those office hours, right? The Wi-Fi is a little sketchy, so if you have trouble getting through, I'm happy to make an appointment with you at a different time that works for both of us so that I can help you with the material. Okay, you don't have to feel like, an online class is by its very nature distanced, but you don't have to feel isolated and like you're trying to do this all by yourself. There is, of course, the tutoring center, which can be very helpful. I highly recommend that everyone in this class use the tutoring center. Again, it's on campus for you. And then also my office hours. Please feel free to Zoom into them. Usually the Wi-Fi is pretty good. I'm just letting you know that if for some reason you can't connect, you go, oh, probably the Wi-Fi is down at the East Campus or whatever the situation ends to be. And then I'll make an appointment with you and I can help you out with whatever you're struggling with. Okay. So please get a hold of me if you have any questions or concerns. Otherwise, yeah, let's work our way through chapter 2. All right. Thanks everybody.